Welcome to Manohar Chemistry YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to explain the chemical properties of carbonyl compounds. Like my videos, please subscribe my channel and give one like to my channel. Thank you. So, chemical properties of the carbonyl compounds. Here, carbonyl compound functional group is like this: RC double bond OH. There is a chance for aldehyde. So, exclusively we are discussing aldehydes and ketones, so that I am taking only two functional group, two carbonyl compounds here. Carboxylic acid, acyl chlorides, different types of functional groups are, different types of compounds are there related with carbonyl carbon, but exclusively I am taking here aldehydes and ketones. So, these aldehydes and ketones will participate in which type of chemical reactions? So, here you see aldehyde. So, in this aldehyde, this is a carbon, this is oxygen. So, in this carbon undergo sp2 hybridization. Here carbon undergo sp2 hybridization. Because of this sp2 hybridization, this structure of this carbonyl carbon is trigonal planar. Structure of this carbonyl carbon is trigonal planar geometry. Trigonal planar. So, due to electronegativity difference of carbon and oxygen, here carbon will get partial positive charge and oxygen will get partial negative charge. Means here carbonyl bond will be polarized. So, when charges are formed, this one is called what? Polarization. This is called what? Polarization. So, here due to electronegativity difference, this CO bond will get polarized. So, because of that, it will get positive charge, it will get negative charge. This process is called polarization. So, based on polarization, we can predict easily. Here carbon is suffering with electron deficiency, here oxygen is having electron excess. When carbon is having electron deficiency, definitely it will react with nucleophile. When carbon is suffering with electron deficiency, definitely it will react with nucleophile. What is meant by nucleophile? Nucleophile is nothing but which is having electron density more, which is having electron density more and as a nucleophile. So, if it is suffering with electron deficiency, definitely it will react with nucleophile. When nucleophile is approaching from this direction, for example, I am taking one nucleophile. So, nucleophile is approaching from this direction towards this carbocation. When nucleophile is approaching, already for carbon 1, 2, 3, 4 bonds are there. This upcoming bond is a fifth bond. Carbon valency is 4, so that carbon cannot form more than 4 bonds. So, because of that, this bond is going to shift on this oxygen. So, when this nucleophile is attacking, so then it is going to form R, C, O minus and H will form, and here so nucleophile will come like this. So, now this double bond will be converted to what? Single bond. So, in which reaction, in which type of reactions double bonds will be converted to single bond? In addition reactions, double bonds will be converted to single bonds. So, now you see nucleophile we are adding, and this is addition reaction. So, that this total reaction is called what? Nucleophilic addition reaction. In very short, we can represent nucleophilic addition reactions as Na. So, based on this total theory, we can conclude that carbonyl compounds will participate in nucleophilic addition reaction. So, when we have now we have a clarity that carbonyl compounds will participate in nucleophilic addition reaction. Now, my question is that whether aldehydes are more reactive or ketones are more reactive towards carbonyl compound. Aldehydes are more reactive or ketones are more reactive towards nucleophilic addition reaction. Now, we are going to check which are more reactive towards nucleophilic addition reaction. Comparison of nucleophilic addition reaction between aldehydes and ketones. Aldehydes and ketones will participate in nucleophilic addition reaction. Whether aldehydes are more reactive towards nucleophilic addition reaction or ketones are more reactive towards nucleophilic addition reaction, now we are going to discuss. So, for example, here I am taking one aldehyde RC double bond OH and ketone is RC double bond OR, right. So, due to polarization, here carbon will get positive charge. So, due to polarization, here carbon will get positive charge. So, when carbon is having positive charge, we know that alkyl groups which are present in aldehyde, alkyl groups which are present in ketone, both are having plus I inductive effect, means they will supply electrons. When this alkyl group started supplying electrons to this carbocation, then this carbocation will get neutralized. This carbocation gets neutralized, or the capacity of this carbocation will suppress. The capacity of this carbocation will suppress, means this positive charge is suppressed by positive nature of this carbocation will be suppressed by the alkyl groups. When positive charge is suppressed by the alkyl group, it will not show that much interest towards nucleophilic addition reaction. Means when number of alkyl groups increases, on carbocation, then the positive nature of the carbocation also will suppress. When positive nature or electron deficiency is suppressed, obviously the nucleophile requirement will be less. The requirement of nucleophile will be less for this carbocation. Now you see, this is aldehyde and this is ketone. So in between aldehyde and ketone, which functional group is having more alkyl groups? So in case of aldehyde, only one alkyl group is there. In case of ketone, two alkyl groups is there. Means comparing with these two compounds, here because of more alkyl groups, here suppressing carbocation. Because of more alkyl groups, here alkyl groups are working to suppress the electron deficiency of carbocation. But here only one alkyl group is working to suppress the deficiency of carbocation. So here when these two alkyl groups are supplying continuously electrons to this carbocation, then electron deficiency will be less. When electron deficiency is less, obviously its reactivity. So when electron deficiency is less, reactivity towards nucleophilic addition also will decrease. Here electron deficiency is more comparing with ketone. So that's why nucleophilic addition reactivity will increase. This is one reason. So one more reason also is there. So this methyl group or alkyl group is bulky comparing with hydrogen. So to attack nucleophile, here when nucleophile is going to attack on this carbocation or going to react on the with this carbocation, in such case, here one side crowded surface area is there, one side free surface area is there. So that nucleophile can attack from this direction. There is a possibility is there. When you go for ketone, these two sides bulky groups are there. When bulky groups are there, then attacking of nucleophile will be little bit difficult. Comparing with aldehyde, ketones are having some crowded surface area. Because of that reason also, reactivity of ketones will be less comparing with the aldehydes. Reactivity order of carbonyl compounds will be like this. Reactivity order of carbonyl compounds. First formaldehyde will come, HC double bond OH, followed by acetaldehyde will come, CH3C double bond OH will come, followed by ketone will come. Acetone you can take for ketone, CH3C double bond O, CH3 is there. So this is the order of carbonyl compounds. So you see, if you are taking ketones, this is symmetrical ketone. What is meant by symmetrical ketone? For carbonyl compound, if two sides same alkyl groups are there, we call them symmetrical ketones. If this different types of different ketones, if you are selecting different ketones, in such case reactivity order will be like this. So I am selecting like this: carbon, here having CH3, here hydrogen, so that C double bond O and CH3 will come like this. So then after from reactivity order, so C double bond O, here CH3 I am taking, so here CH3, so here I am taking hydrogen and hydrogen. So here if number of alkyl groups increase, then reactivity of that ketones will be decrease. Here double bond O, here C, here methyl group, here two methyl groups, here hydrogen and hydrogen. Comparing with this one, if these two hydrogens are replaced by 2 methyl groups, then that compound reactivity order will be less comparing with this compound. C double bond O, C, CH3, 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 CH3 and CH3. So this is the reactivity order of formaldehyde, acetaldehyde and ketone. If ketone, symmetrical ketone is like this. So if these hydrogens are replaced by methyl groups, if number of methyl groups increase, then reactivity of that ketone will be decrease. So this is the reason. So comparison between aromatic aldehydes and aliphatic, aromatic aldehydes and aliphatic aldehydes, aromatic and aliphatic. So aromatic, aliphatic we have seen already. Now we are going to discuss carbonyl compounds. So means I am taking here benzaldehyde. So name of this one is benzaldehyde. So this, in this benzaldehyde, so this C double bond OH group will act as electron withdrawing group. So because of that, it is going to shift like this. This double bond will shift like this. We are going to get this type of resonance structures. Double bond C, when it is shifting towards this carbon and this carbon, then this oxygen, this bond will this type of resonance structure. Double bond C, O minus we will get and H we will get. Here the positive charge will come here like this. So after that, so after this double bond will shift like this. So when this double bond shifted, this positive charge will shift to here. So because of that, we are going to get double bond C, here H, O minus, and here positive charge, here double bond will shift, here positive charge will come, here it will come like this. After that, here this positive charge is going, this double bond is going to shift here and this positive charge is going to shift there. So O minus and H. Finally, this oxygen negative charge will shift towards carbon and oxygen and this bond is going to shift here. Then again you are going to get benzaldehyde. So on these resonance structures, you see on carbon there is no chance for the formation of positive charge. Means carbon electron deficiency is fulfilled. So that this thing is not possible in case of aliphatic aldehyde, CH3 C double bond OH, CH3 C double bond OH. So this type of things are not possible in case of aliphatic aldehydes. So comparing with aliphatic aldehyde, aromatic aldehydes are less reactive. So that aliphatic aldehydes are more reactive comparing with aromatic aldehyde. Here C double bond OH. Comparing with aliphatic, aromatic aldehydes are less reactive. By observing aromatic aldehyde resonance structures, we can say one thing. Here you see carbocation, here because of polarization here positive charge will form. That positive charge will be entered into the ring. Means in case of aromatic aldehyde, charge dispersal will take place. Charge dispersal will take place, means charge is distributing, charge is changing from this carbonyl carbon to benzene ring. So means if here this carbon is suffering with electron deficiency, then there is a chance for nucleophilic addition reaction. But here because of this charge dispersal, nucleophile is not going to prefer this carbonyl carbon. So comparing with aliphatic aldehyde, aromatic aldehydes are less reactive. So based on this, we can find the reactivity order of carbonyl compounds like this. If electron donating group is present, if electron donating group will decrease the reactivity of aldehyde. Electron withdrawing group, electron withdrawing group, electron withdrawing group, electron withdrawing group will increase the reactivity. Reactivity order will be like this. So first formaldehyde will come, after that acetaldehyde will come, CH3 C double bond OH, acetaldehyde will come, aldehyde, aromatic aldehyde, aromatic aldehyde, followed by aliphatic ketone, aliphatic ketone, aliphatic ketone, aromatic ketone, aromatic ketone, acid halide. In this acid halide exclusively, so RC double bond O Cl and RC double bond O Br and RC double bond O I will come, RC double bond O I. This is the order of acid halides. Followed by acid anhydride, acid anhydride, acid anhydride, followed by ester, followed by ester, followed by amide, followed by acid will come. So this is the nucleophilic addition order regarding carbonyl compounds, all carbonyl compounds. This is very important, this order. So next concept, nucleophilic addition reaction followed by elimination of water, addition of ammonia derivative, ammonia and its derivative. So first I will take ammonia. So with ammonia I will explain the mechanism, then after I will explain the derivatives of ammonia. So carbonyl compounds will react with ammonia, RC double bond OH, RC double bond OH, and it will react with presence of ammonia. So this is in presence of acidic medium actually. This is in presence of acidic medium. So that in acidic medium, so first carbonyl compound will react with this proton. Acidic medium means H plus environment will be there. So this will form like this, because here oxygen is having electron density, hydrogen is having positive charge, so that it is suffering with electron deficiency, so that this electron pair donated by oxygen to this proton. So because of that it will form like this, double bond O and H it will form. Oxygen valency is 2, but here 3 bonds are there, so that I am taking positive charge. So then this bond will be shifting towards oxygen. So when this bond is shifting towards oxygen, here carbon will get positive charge, because when it is donated this bond pair to this oxygen, then carbon will suffer with electron deficiency. So that electron deficiency we can represent with a positive charge. So this is OH, we can write like this, and here this is electron deficiency. Now this ammonia will react with this electron deficient carbonyl carbon. Now NH3 is there, so this NH3 and nitrogen lone pair of electron is there. This nitrogen will act as a nucleophile. Now this ammonia will act as a nucleophile. This nitrogen is going to attack on this carbocation. So when it is going to attack on this carbocation, we'll get like this RC. So here N will come. So here hydrogen, 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 here hydrogen is there already, here OH will come like this, OH, here hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen. So nitrogen valency is 3, but here 4 bonds are there. So that here you can take positive charge. Positive charge indicates what? It is suffering with electron deficiency. Now here this ammonia will lose one proton. This hydrogen and nitrogen bond pair will shift towards nitrogen, then minus H plus will takes place. Here this reaction will continue in acid catalyzed environment, so that again proton will be eliminated, means proton will act as a catalyst only. So that here we are going to get, so R carbon, here NH2 will come, so then after here OH will come, so then here R will come, here H. So after this, so here this on nitrogen lone pair of electron is there, this will shift like this, then this OH minus will be eliminated. So when this OH eliminated, so minus OH, so then here this carbon will get double bond, and here hydrogen, hydrogen, and here H is there. Again here nitrogen is going to get 4 bonds, so that here we have to represent this one with positive charge. Immediately this hydrogen will donate this bond pair to nitrogen and it will release it as a H plus. So this H plus, this OH minus will form water molecule. So that final product is, so nucleophilic addition reaction followed by elimination of water, followed by elimination of water. Here without this mechanism also we can write the product here. So I am going to change this direction of this carbonyl and this hydrogen. So I am taking very simply this carbonyl compound. So R C double bond O H is there plus H2N, ammonia I am writing like this, H2N and H. So ammonia I am taking NH3, instead of NH3 I am writing H2N and H. So if you remove this water molecule minus H2O, right, this is will be completed in presence of H plus, so minus H2O. Simply what we are going to get here, RCH double bond NH we will get. So the final product is same or not? Without mechanism also we can write the product very easily. So here now instead of hydrogen you can take different types of functional groups. Instead of hydrogen you can take different, instead of hydrogen you can introduce different groups, then we call them only ammonia derivatives. For example, instead of this hydrogen, if I am taking OH group here, from this we are going to get R C H double bond NH will come, double bond NH. So this is the final product of the reaction of carbonyl compound, with hydroxylamine NH2OH, hydroxylamine. So you see here RC double bond OH, RC double bond OH plus hydroxylamine, so H2N and OH. So instead of one hydrogen of ammonia will be replaced by OH, so this is called hydroxylamine. So this water molecule will eliminate, minus H2O will form. Every time no need to write mechanism, direct how to write product I am saying. So RC double bond NOH will form, NOH, and here H will form. If you want to take same reaction with ketone, here you can take R, you will get, so ketone and aldehyde will give same. For example, if I am taking RC double bond OH, RC double bond OH plus H2N, so instead of one hydrogen, now I am taking NH2. So name of this one is hydrogen. Name of this one is hydrogen. So one water molecule is eliminated. So then it is going to form RC double bond N and NH2 it will form, N and NH2. So this is called hydrogen. This is hydrogen. This is called hydrogen. Hydrogen will form hydrogen. So now reaction of phenyl hydrogen. So now RC double bond O H. So when it is reacting with H2N and one instead of ammonia, ammonia means NH3 will come. If one hydrogen is replaced by phenyl group, one hydrogen is replaced by phenyl hydrogen. Now the reaction of now carbonyl compound reaction with phenyl hydrogen. This is hydrogen. So one hydrogen is replaced by phenyl group. Then it is called what? Phenyl hydrogen. So in this phenyl hydrogen will react with carbonyl compound and it is going to form phenyl hydrogen. It will form phenyl hydrogen. Phenyl hydrogen will react and it is going to form phenyl hydrogen. So this is phenyl hydrogen. This is phenyl hydrogen. It is going to form phenyl hydrogen. Phenyl hydrogen will react and it is going to form phenyl hydrogen. Reaction of carbonyl compound. Reaction of carbonyl compound. Reaction of carbonyl compound with nitrophenyl hydrogen, with DNP, dinitrophenyl hydrogen, RC double bond O H So here instead of H you can take R also for ketone. So 2,4-dinitrophenyl hydrogen H2N. So here N, here H will come. So 2,4-dinitrophenyl hydrogen. So here NO2 will come, here NO2 will come. This is 2,4-dinitrophenyl hydrogen. What I told you how to write product, here simply you can remove water molecule and the expected product is hydrogen. Here hydrogen will react and it is going to form hydrogen, that's it. Writing product is very easy here. So NH, and so this is 2,4-dinitrophenyl hydrogen, it will form NO2 here and NO2. So this is hydrogen. One more name also is there. We call this one as Brady's reagent. This one more name is there, 2,4-DNP. So that is Brady's reagent. So this is hydrogen. We call this one as hydrogen. Carbonyl compound with semi-carbazide. Reaction of carbonyl compound with semi-carbazide. So reaction of carbonyl compound with semi-carbazide. So RC double bond OH will react with H2N, NH, C double bond O, NH2 will form. This is semi-carbazide. So it is going to form same product. Writing product is same every time. So remove water molecule and you have to write like this: RCH double bond N H, and here N, the double bond N, here H, C double bond O, NH2 will form. This is semi-carbazone, and it is semi-carbazone it will form, semi-carbazone. So these are ammonia derivatives. Here I will give summary of these. So ammonia is this one, NH3 is ammonia. So if you are taking this ammonia like this, H2N and H, so instead of this H, so instead of this H you can take hydrogen. Instead of hydrogen, if I am taking OH, that is hydroxylamine. So instead of H, if I am taking NH2, means H2N and NH2, that is hydrogen. If I am taking instead of H, if I am taking NHPH, if I am taking instead of H, if I am taking NH2PH, that is phenyl hydrogen. If I am taking instead of H, if I am taking NH, and so 2,4-dinitrophenyl hydrogen. So if I am taking instead of H, if instead of H this group is there, that is 2,4-dinitrophenyl hydrogen. So if instead of H, NH, C double bond O, NH2 I am taking, this is semi-carbazide. So hydroxylamine, when hydroxylamine will react, oxime it will form. When hydrogen it will react, hydrogen it will form. When phenyl hydrogen will react, phenyl hydrogen. Okay. Then after 2,4-dinitrophenyl hydrogen. So semi-carbazide and semi-carbazone. Like this we have to give the names. For every reaction mechanism will be same, which is I explained earlier. So mechanism will be same. So that's why no need to explain mechanism again and again. So that first I given mechanism. So these all are application questions of that mechanism. Carbonyl compound will react with ammonia. This reaction will be carried out in presence of acidic catalyst. So if you are taking excess amount of acid, then what will happen, you see. If you are taking excess amount of acid, so here H2N we are taking, H2N and H we are taking, H2N and Z, okay, ammonia derivatives. If I am taking excess amount of hydrogen, if I am taking excess amount of acid, so it is going to form H3N plus and Z it will form. If I am taking excess amount of acid, it will form ammonium salt. So means then ammonia, the nitrogen lone pair of electrons are, this ammonia is going to form salt. It will lose its nucleophilic nature. So that's why there is no chance to react with carbonyl compound. So that for these reactions optimum pH value is required. So minimum pH we have to maintain should be 3.5 here. The pH value should be 3.5. Minimum pH value we have to maintain. Here whatever we are taking ammonia derivatives are not that much stable, so that they will easily oxidize by the air. These ammonia derivatives are easily oxidized by the air, so that always we have to take that ammonia derivatives in the form of salt. So for example, hydroxylamine is there, NH2OH HCl. If I want to react with hydroxylamine, then I have to take this compound NH2OH HCl. This salt, ammonium hydroxyl salt we have to take. When this ammonium hydroxyl salt, when reacting with the sodium acetate, so when it is reacting with sodium acetate, it is going to form hydroxylamine NH2OH it will form plus NH2OH it will form plus CH3COOH it will form plus NaCl it will form. Whatever the acid released in this reaction, it will act as a catalyst for this reaction. So that this will be benefit. This is a benefit for this reaction. It is not going to disturb the reaction. So that's why always we have to take this ammonium derivatives in the form of salt only. Why? Because they are more reactive. They are unstable. There is a chance for the reaction with oxygen or any air. So that's why to avoid that, we have to take these compounds in the form of salt only. Here maintaining pH value, minimum pH value is important for the chemical reaction.